Hey guys, it's Lewis, and as you can see, I have a new background, which is my bed. So I decided that I'm going to do what I wanted to do originally with YouTube. And the idea was that I really wanted to get my story out there and just kind of like, just let everybody know that things do get better and whatnot. And what I ended up realizing is that there's so many videos out there about my gay lifestyle and all that stuff. And then, which kind of turned me off to the idea of like, okay, well, I don't want to reinvent the wheel again and continue to post a lot of videos, since there's a lot of great YouTubers out there that are gay and have a huge following. So what I wanted to do was actually tell my story. That's the reason why I wanted to do YouTube, was just to tell my story and not just to brag about how great my life is, because believe me, it's far from perfect. But I did want to talk about just a lot of the trials and tribulations that I had undergone, even before I was born, what the family I was born into, and just kind of how I've overcome adversity. And this is going to be something that I want to do. This is pretty much, I've been debating it a lot simply because there's a lot of stuff. I mean, and some of it is really like intimate, but I think it just needs to be told because I'm one of those people that feel like if I can help somebody out there with my story and how I overcame things, then, I think then, I'll be a happy person. So, and I have received some letters from you guys, personal messages about just things that are very personal to you guys, and I just felt like maybe I should put some of my stories out there, pretty much from the beginning to where I'm at right now. It's gonna be very lengthy. I think I'm gonna do it like once a week and see what happens from there, since there's a lot to say and I don't want to make my videos too lengthy. So it's going to be something that I'm really nervous about, just because there are things that happen to me that are really personal and I don't even think some of my friends know, and it's just scary. But I just feel like if I get it out of my chest, if I can maybe even use guys as therapy, you guys help me out, and I help you guys out. It'll be great, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I guess I could start with my parents, and I'll give you a little background on that. And that'll be, this first installment will be about my parents and who they are. My dad was actually born in the Dominican Republic. My dad's currently 78 and my mom's 66. So there was about a 12-year difference there. And the way that they met was because of my aunt. And my aunt worked where my dad used to work. And my mom and my dad kind of like met and they started having a fling. Now, the thing that the thing is that my dad was married. So my mom was having an affair with a married man. And the reason why she did that was simply because when she was younger, from what I understand, she lived a very wealthy life, and her father died at 16. And after that, they pretty much were poor. And my mom really needed some financial stability. She didn't really have any. She had a 8th grade education. And she saw in my dad, I guess, what would possibly be somebody that could help her out financially. At least that's what I think. And my dad, although he was married, from what I understand, he was unhappily married, and he decided to have an affair with my mother. Now, during that affair, my mom had my sister, who was 7 years older than me, and then had a miscarriage 2 years later after that. And then 5 years after that, I was born. So as you can tell from the beginning, I already was involved in a situation that was not very healthy, I guess. So I was born out of wedlock. I am a bastard. And I pretty much, the reason why I guess I'm so open-minded about not cheating per se, but just kind of like I'm a very open-minded individual. I think it stems from the beginning of the fact that I was born out of wedlock, out of an affair, and I don't judge my parents for it. My mom needed to do what she needed to do, and my dad was unhappily married and decided to go have an affair. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So I was born in November 7th of 1979. So you do the math. I'm currently 33. And from the get, it just started as an affair. So next week, I will be talking about some other things that stemmed from that. I want to leave in a positive note. So just to say that, my parents were young, just like everybody else is, and they had this affair, and obviously it almost ruined the marriage. But if it's any consolation, my dad's still married to his wife, and she is aware of myself, my sister, and another brother that I have, which I'll mention later. But it's made me open-minded in the fact that I do understand that people are unhappily married. I do understand that individuals have affairs. I don't agree with them. This is probably why I'm also very adamant about cheating and not cheating, because I was the production of a affair. And my life was one that was it lacked a father, and it lacked a lot of other things that a normal family would have had. Actually, I hate using the word normal. That a regular family would have had. I don't know if there's some resentment there, and that's why I don't like cheating. I have friends that cheat on their man or their woman or their partner, and I'm okay with it. I understand it, but I would never do it. Simple as that. I won't judge somebody that cheats, but I also wouldn't do it myself. So there you have it. That's the beginning of my story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And next week, I'll go ahead and let you know a little bit about my first couple of years as a person living in this world. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
This is music for the people.